Viola Krebs, Executive Goal Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. We are so fortunate to have a dynamic couple leading today's call. They are well-respected leaders in our industry, and you will definitely want to have your pen and paper out, taking notes and learning from this 1-hour call. They have achieved the position of Executive Ruby Director. They are co-founders of Duplicate Success International, a powerful and respected couple, mentors, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call them my son and daughter-in-law. Jared and Crystal, are you on the line?
We are. Thank you so much, Mom, for the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
You are very welcome.
All right. Well, welcome to our team Monday night training. It's great to be on with all of you. We have people from all over the U.S. that is on this call and webinar. And I want to welcome you, especially the new people that are checking out USANA and our team DSI for the very first time. I'll just tell my story in a nutshell. I've been with USANA for over 10 years. Me and my wife have. And originally I had really bad allergies and I was a guitar teacher. And my income was low, and I had poor health, actually. Since starting USANA, I've been off allergy meds for the entire 10 years. Although USANA is not a cure, it's helped my immune system tremendously. And I was able to replace my income and be my own boss within 2 years and have not worked for anybody for the last 8 years. So this has been a huge blessing in our lives. And we're very proud of everyone on this team. I want to start our webinar by reminding you of our DMO. And I want to encourage you to take notes on this, because this is really, if you do these 4 things, you're going to be successful. You're going to make money. You're going to help a lot of people. You're going to have a lot of fun. Number 1 is get in state. Read your goals and visualize your dreams twice daily with emotion. I cannot say how important that is to always review your goals and do it twice a day. Number 2, use your products every day, AM and PM. Be a product of the product. Have more energy. Get in shape. Do your best to be your best. Number 3, read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material daily. You have to be sharpening the saw. You always have to be getting better at your craft, better at approaching, better at presenting, better at follow-up, better at close, better at duplication. So 15 minutes a day working on your craft. And then number 4, add 2 brand new people to your contact list and invite them with a text message or phone call. 2 a day brings freedom your way. This business is about taking action. So if you do these 4 things every single day, you will be successful. And this is an example invite script. It says here at the bottom, the company I work with part-time came out with a new 12-minute YouTube video, and we need to practice it on some friends. Would you be willing to watch it and let me call you afterwards to ask a few questions? So that's what you say. And I just got a message that says, you don't see my slides. Crystal, do you see my slides? You can unmute yourself. Before we move on, I just want to make sure everyone's able to see my slides.
I do not see your slides.
Okay. Good thing I checked. All the people on the call are just hearing audio in the first place. I see we have a lot of people on.
Now we see your slides.
Now you see my slides. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, team. Okay, everyone sees my slides. So this is the example script, and I'm going to zoom it in for you. Here it is. So you can send this to 2 people a day, and here it is. The company I work with part-time came out with a new 12-minute YouTube video. We need to practice it on some friends. Would you be willing to watch it and let me call you afterwards to ask a few quick questions? That's it. You send that twice a day. You're going to start to generate new business and introduce USANA to people who desperately need it. And I tell you what, I'm so glad that someone introduced USANA to me, that I'm sure there are people out there, I know there are people out there who need what we have, and you're going to be that messenger for them. Once you send them that, then if they say yes to watching the video, we just use this link, usana.teamdsi.info. It's the 12-minute video that shares USANA from the comfort of their phone. They can watch it on their phone or on their computer. And then you take it from there using our training system to walk them through the rest of the steps. So I want to encourage you, if you haven't already texted 2 brand new people and got this video out at least twice today, that please do it. Of course, our best people are going to do probably more like 5 people a day, but that's the DMO, okay? So now let's get into the team recognition. And starting off with the team recognition, I want to first of all welcome the new clients who started with us this week. Number 1 is Lauren Easley, new client introduced by Diane Hecht in La Pine, Oregon. Welcome, Lauren. Next, welcome Summer Pfeiffer, new client introduced by Robin Zink, and that's actually in Portland, Oregon. Welcome, Summer. Also welcome Katie Karsten, new client introduced by Shay and Matt Huggins in Poteet, Texas. Welcome, Katie. Love the picture. Also welcome Casey and Erica Birch, new client introduced by myself and my wife, Crystal. Welcome, Erica. Erica is actually one of Crystal's co-workers at Mac Cosmetics, and it's great to see you on the products. It was nice meeting you, Casey. Welcome, Jovine Farmore and James Trujillo, new clients introduced by Betty Meyer. Great job, Betty. Welcome, John Sidaway, new client introduced by Betty Meyer. Betty Meyer, I think, enrolled 7 new clients last week. Wow. Betty, you're going to be top in the United States. Welcome, Dave Pendleton, new client introduced by Betty Meyer. Welcome, Brenda Gemmel, new client introduced by Betty Meyer. Welcome, Craig Neely, new client introduced by Betty Meyer. Welcome, Ryan Ussing, new client introduced by Betty Meyer. Well, Betty Meyer, you are the winner. I bet you're going to be top in the whole United States market. We're very excited, very proud of all the things that you're doing for the team. Very proud of everybody who made enrollments this past week. Now we want to do a special welcome to Robin Zink from Nampa, Idaho, new associate introduced by Isaac Zink. And Crystal, can you unmute Isaac? And if Robin's on the line, she's a 208 area code. We would like to welcome her to the team. Start by unmuting Isaac. Isaac, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, we hear you. So can you just tell us a little bit about your wonderful mother and is she on the line? Do you know?
I don't know for sure. I think she is, but I don't know.
She's a 208 area code, Crystal, if you're able to unmute her.
Yes, that's true.
Go ahead, Isaac.
Sure. So yeah, my mom has been a nurse for 40 years or more than that, and she's always been really open to and using alternative supplements like nutritional supplements and protein bars and things like this. So she's always been open-minded to that, never just strictly adhering to the medical model and medications and prescriptions and whatnot. So it's been really exciting to, be raised by someone who's open-minded and cares about people and is always out to serve others. So I've just been really inspired by her selfless acts of always trying to do something extra to help someone in a big way. And that she's so open-minded and loves USANA products. She's so excited to be on those and to share those with everybody she's coming into contact with. It's been really exciting.
Wow. Well, fantastic work, Isaac. I want to see if Robin is there. Robin, I think we've unmuted you. Robin, are you there?
I am.
Okay, we hear you. Well, welcome to the team officially. It's great to be working with you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Now, I don't hear you very loudly, so I don't know if you can.
Yeah, the volume on the call is really low for some reason.
Okay. Well, you know what we'll do, just so the team can hear you better? Next week, we'll try and do a sound check with you maybe 5 minutes before, and we would love to hear your story next week. Yeah, because right now we can't hear you totally clearly, but I want to welcome you to the team. You're in great hands with Isaac Zink and also Randy and Viola Krebs, and we're very excited for you to have a lot of success on your USANA journey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Some special team recognition, and this is about the Reset Challenge. So for those of you who are new, 12-week Reset Challenge company-wide, and the top winners literally win an all-expenses-paid trip to Mexico to the Sonavive Health Resort and Spa, Mexico. That's really just right there on the coast, beautiful ocean view. And they're giving away 18 of these wonderful trips. And guess what? Our team has 5 people in the running. So I want to recognize, because we're almost halfway through, we have Betty Meyer, who is actually number 9 globally in the runnings right now. So she's positioned to win this whole thing. And we're very proud of you, Betty Meyer. Keep up the great work. Also want to recognize Wayne Martin. Wayne Martin, you see right there, is actually number 7 globally, not in just the U.S., all around the world. He's number 7. He's lost 36 pounds in 5 weeks. Does reset work? Yes, it does. All right. Also want to congratulate the partners. There's actually a team category, and globally, the team Playful Again, which is Betty Meyer and Becky Armstrong from our team, they're number 8 globally. So big congratulations. Looks like Betty could actually win 2 different times doing this. This is very special. I'm very proud of you guys. And then also North America standings, our very own Betty Meyer is actually number 6 in North America. And North America, Wayne Martin is number 5, and Jason Hander has hit the board as number 8 in North America. So big congratulations, Jason Hander, as well. And then also in North America, the team Playful Again is number 6. So guys, there's like tens of thousands of people in this competition, and our team is being represented very, very well. Very proud of each one of you. Keep up the great work. Keep going. There's 7 weeks left. And let's see how much weight you lose in 12 weeks, because wow, the transformations are already impressive in 5 weeks, but imagine in 12 weeks where you're going to be. So very proud of everyone doing this. In fact, look at the participants just on our team. People all over want to lose weight, and it's great when they're having success. So we're really proud of each and every one of you. Even if your name is not on the leaderboards, I know you're losing weight. I know you're adopting healthy habits. And that's what this is all about. This is about helping people with their health, helping people with their finances. And that's a big market. You will never run out of a marketplace because so many people are looking for what we have. If you want to contribute to our reset page, and I highly recommend that you do, you can actually post pictures of yourself working out, taking your shakes at our 2016 Reset Challenge Facebook group. This is a private page, and you can add your new team members there and then make a post and welcome them. Also, make sure you do the True Health Assessment. If you have not done that, you cannot win prizes. You can go to truehealthassessment.com, and that is part of the Reset Challenge, that you complete the True Health Assessment. Lastly, before we get into the training, USANA Clients page. When you enroll a brand new client, this is your chance to recognize your client, make your client feel special. And first thing you need to do is add your client to the group, then make a post with their picture and make them feel special, because that's how you build a community. And that's what this is all about. We're building online communities and offline communities. And that really is what it comes down to help more people and to make more money and have a lot more fun. When you enroll an associate, make sure you add them to the Duplicate Success International business page. Now, this is also a private Facebook group page, Team DSI. You add them there, you make the post with the picture, make them feel special and important. Last page is Hybrid Solutions. Now, this is also a private Facebook page, but this is not just our team. This is USANA associates all over the world. You add them here, you make a post, and if you're looking for stories, if you want the story of somebody who, let's say, had allergies, who took the products and now they have a story, you can type in allergies and get a story. Or if you're looking for diabetes or whatever it may be. Now, I want to make it clear that USANA is not a cure, so USANA does not cure these things, but these people have these great stories, and when their immune systems are strong, amazing things happen. Okay, so now we've gotten to the training segment, and we have some great guests on the webinar, and we're going to just take a 5-second pause for our recording, and then we'll come back in 5 seconds. Hello, my name is Jared Krebs. I'm an Executive Ruby Director with USANA, co-founder of Team DSI, and this short video is going to be all about Challenge U 2016 and the experience that we had. We're going to hear from some of our team members that were there, and I'm just going to give you a recap of this event. So Challenge U was actually February 18th through the 20th at the La Quinta Riverwalk in San Antonio. Many of us are located in this area, but this event literally, it was so good that I would feel comfortable recommending associates to fly from any state to attend this. The event was that good. In fact, associates did fly in from Ohio. I met associates from, I guess Ohio was the furthest I had met people, but I know people flew in from California, from several different states that I had met at the event. So this is definitely something that is worth the trip. And after going to the event, I was thinking it would be regional, but man, it works. So this is a picture of our group that was at the event. You see Renee and Megan Martinez, myself and my wife, Crystal, Khalid and Barbara Medina, Amy Gonzalez, Matt and Shay Huggins. Also not pictured was Victoria Horman. And we had a great time. Our team was well represented. We're going to hear from most of the people in this picture what they learned from the event. But I just want to give you some pictures and recap before we go into that. And this is a picture of the actual training. And this is like a panoramic picture. We had a packed house. We were learning from $1 Million Club members. We were learning from six-figure earners. We were learning from people who started out as PTA moms. In fact, my sponsor, Gwen Burnell, was there. And she started out, no joke. She had never owned a business. She shared her story. And she was able to replace her husband's corporate income building USANA. I mean, hearing stories like that were so impressive. Not only that, I mean, there was literally 20 different speakers that trained us. And so we learned so much over the weekend. And you're going to hear from people that were at the event sharing what they learned. A big highlight of the dinner was the event was the limo dinner. And you can actually qualify for the limo dinner by enrolling so many clients and associates and taking so much action. But could you imagine going on a limo with all six-figure earners and $1 Million Club members and picking their brains and asking them how they did it? That's exactly what happened. And it was just so great. Big congratulations to Renee and Megan Martinez and Matt and Shay Huggins for qualifying for this limo dinner. This picture here is of us. Matt was not in the picture, but he joined us later. And we're also pictured there with Brian and Monica Penrod, who are 5-star Diamond directors who have made over $9 million in their USANA career over the last 16 years. So who would you want to learn from? I mean, who would be better to learn from than somebody like Brian and Monica, who have done what you want to do and what we want to do. So it was just a great event. We all learned so much. This is a picture of the stretch limo that we got into. It was like a SUV limo. This is obviously the highlights of the limo dinner. We're in there, walking in, taking pictures, going up to the Tower of America. So there's going to be another Challenge U in January of 2017. The dates, I think it's the third week of January. We'll be getting that to you, but I know everybody who was there that didn't go to the limo dinner, they're going to be working double hard to go to the limo dinner because it was amazing. And we will keep you posted on what you can do to win that next year because it was way worth it. That's us there at the top of the Tower of the Americas downtown. There was actually over 30 people there. So there was a lot of people who won. This was just a picture of our table. And now we're going to go back to the picture of our group, and we're going to hear from a few people that were at the event. We're going to start off with Matt Huggins, who is pictured on the far right, and he actually has a background in corporate America. And I'm going to have Crystal go ahead and unmute Matt, and want to hear first a little bit about you, Matt, what you do for work, and what you learned from Challenge U. What were the highlights, and maybe what did you learn that you didn't expect to learn? Okay, so Crystal says she needs to know who to unmute. Matt's phone number is 210-288. Unmute the person with that phone number, 210-288.
Can everybody hear me okay now?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Good. Yeah, as Jared said, I have an undergrad degree in finance, and I've worked with the same wealth management firm for the last 10 years or so. And I'm a principal in the firm, so that's basically my full-time job. The real reason we were able to go to the limo dinner, like Jared mentioned, was because of the work my wife has done since meeting Jared through Megan and Renee Martinez several months ago. And really, she asked me to go to the Saturday day of Challenge U, and I didn't really know what to expect, so I was a little bit apprehensive going in, but what I was able to learn was more about the structure of USANA, a little bit about the products, and even more about the people that are associated with the firm. And I came away a lot more impressed than I expected to going in. They obviously have a lot of passion in what they do. It helped me have a little bit better understanding of USANA, and as I mentioned, the products, and feeling comfortable talking with people that I know about it. Because really, when we started it, I kind of thought that my wife was going to be doing it on her own and I would help her where I could, but I kind of figure out that I can be just as impactful to her building her business through my contacts or people that I know. And it was really neat to see some other couples that have kind of done it that way as they told their stories throughout the day. The other thing that I was really impressed with was they had a lady speak whose name is Dara Coy from the Gallup organization, and they talked about focusing on strengths, that each person brings different strengths to the table. And when you're talking about a team like Jared and Crystal have built, dealing with people throughout your team is always going to be a challenge. But if you understand what they're good at, what they do well, then that team can be more successful than anything. And, she was really interesting to listen to. And I know I'm going to take some of the things that I learned from her and apply it to our business. I know Shay's going to apply it to the USANA business, but then I'm going to take it back to my full-time job and my finance career, because a lot of the things that they talked about are just as applicable to that as they are to building your USANA business. So bottom line, I came away a lot more impressed than I expected to, and I thought it was a great time to spend a Saturday.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for your contribution to this webinar. It really is refreshing to hear the perspective of somebody who is very well respected in the corporate environment already. Sounds like you took a lot from it that not only will help your business, but it'll also help your career in corporate America. And they complement each other. And also, could you comment on the limo dinner, or the dinner in the Tower of Americas? Was there anything that you got from by people that had such great accomplishments?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to admit that I was playing golf on a Friday afternoon, which sometimes I have the luxury of doing, and I didn't make it downtown in time to make it in the limo itself, but joined everybody for dinner up in the Tower of Americas. And for people that aren't from San Antonio, it's basically just a really nice high tower with a restaurant and bar at the top. And so we all got to have dinner up there. As Jared said, there were certain people that had kind of won the contest and the right to be there. So it was really just, it was just one of those congratulatory things for people for the work that they'd put in, and to kind of look around and see and talk with people about how they were able to do that was just, it's encouraging. It helps you get back out there and do the things that you want to do, or, do the things that you need to do to build the business the way you want to.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Matt. We appreciate your contribution and look forward to working more closely with you over the next weeks, months, and years to see you accomplish your dreams and goals with USANA.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Next, we're going to bring on Renee and Megan Martinez, pictured right here on the left. And they were actually the people that introduced Shay and Matt to USANA. They advanced their business to the achiever status, which is making over $400 in 1 week part-time with their USANA business. That's when USANA starts to replace a part-time income. And they're well on their way to advancing to the $600, $800, and $1,000 week statuses with the way their business is growing. So, Crystal, are you able to unmute Renee and Megan? Renee and Megan, are you there?
Can you hear me?
What's going on, Jared?
We can hear you.
Okay, great.
All right. So could you share with us, just in a nutshell, what did you get the most out of Challenge U? What was the most impactful, and would you recommend someone attend the Challenge U next year?
So, I have to. Renee wants me to go first. Well, I think the most impactful for me was Dara. And she was just really inspirational and talking about finding your strengths, or focusing on your strengths instead of your weaknesses. I thought that was a great, point that she made. The whole speech was about that, was finding your strengths and saying instead of your negativity. And it kind of presses the reset button for you. For me, it did. To help your business grow. And I think that anybody who is, who really wants to start their USANA business, events like this are a must. I think it's just, it's all informative. It's very inspiring and exciting at the same time, and you make new friends. So if anybody missed it this year only because they were afraid or scared, I would say that next year, please take the opportunity to go to Challenge U. It's something that I know that is going to take us to the next step in our business.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan.
Welcome. Renee's thinking. Hang on.
Oh, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say it was definitely amazing, more than what I expected. I missed it last year because of my job that I had at the current time. And I just walked away from there so much more focused on my business just because of all the speakers, all the six-figure earners, all the $1 million earners. They started out like anyone else, like a regular person that puts their pants on one leg at a time. They're no different than anybody. All you have to do is have the want and desire to make this business work and do a little bit of self-improvement. I realized that I need to start being a reader, and I need to start doing a little bit more research, and I need to start doing this and work on myself so I can take it to my team and take it to the next level, because I'm ready to take it to the next level. So
watch out.
As far as the whole Challenge U experience, it was amazing. It was awesome, and I can't wait to go back next year. And hopefully I can bring 5 more people from my team with me and not just be the only one there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Renee. Thank you, Megan. We appreciate your contribution to this webinar. Thank you for sharing, because I know somebody listening on this webinar needed to hear exactly what you said. And excited definitely to see you advance your business to the next level and many more levels beyond.
Thanks, Jared. You're welcome.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Khalid and Barbara Medina, pictured in the middle right here where my mouse is. And Khalid and Barbara live in San Antonio. Crystal, can you please unmute Khalid and Barbara?
Oh, are we on?
You're on.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jared.
Hello. Tell the team just a little bit about what you do for work and what you loved about Challenge U.
Well, for work, outside of USANA, I do massage therapy. And Challenge U was awesome for me because I just recently, really, this is just me, I really cut my hours at work. And I'm really just focusing on my business. And I did this recently, maybe in the last week, and probably 2 weeks almost. And I'm just really hitting it hard in my numbers, high activity. And I just, going to Challenge U, just reaffirmed that if I just stay at the pace that I'm at right now, I just keep doing what I'm doing, I just got that confidence, that that belief that I got this. I'm just like those diamonds, $1 million earners, like Jared, what he's doing. And I was as long as I stay consistent and keep this intensity, I have no doubt that, I'm going to be able to accomplish all my goals. And that was just so good for me, because sometimes you can be working and working and working, and maybe you don't quite see results, but it just kind of reaffirmed everything for me. And that's huge, that just to keep going. And that's really what I needed at the moment.
Well, and I want to recognize you because you've told me that you've reduced your massage therapy to just 2 days a week so that you can focus almost exclusively on your USANA business, so you can launch it to completely replace yours and Barbara's income in the next 6 to 12 months. That's impressive. I love how you're working as a team, because Barbara's working still a traditional job to cover the bills that need to be covered while you launch your business in this way. And it's just beautiful teamwork. And I really commend you and admire what you guys are doing, and no one is cheering you on more than us, and we totally believe in you 100%.
Thank you.
Mhm.
You're very welcome. And Barbara, what was the highlight for you in Challenge U?
The highlight for me is that it helped my confidence, seeing like Gwen, how long it took her, you know, like it doesn't take, she hasn't been there only a year, you know, she's been there a while, and seeing her get her $1 million earner award, or little like pin, was very inspiring. And then you know, listening to you and hearing you know, our stories that matter, like it's regular people doing everyday things and have lives, and they're doing USANA, and they're helping people. Listening to just all of our, you know, all of our leaders, it was just very inspiring, and it like boosted my confidence. It showed me where I'm at as a leader, doing the exercises. It showed me a lot, and I'm sure it showed a lot of other people. It was really, really good, and it was I mean, people need to be at Challenge U next year, and not only that, but everybody's like, we're such a close community, like in San Antonio. Like it's fun to see everybody there and making new friends, and so yeah. And then I'm also doing USANA as well, whenever I can, like within like me working or whatever. Like my friends, I'm still telling them, and you know, the fortune is in the follow up. So everybody that was on stage was like, I followed up. So that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, everybody needs to get to Challenge U next year, and I'm definitely going to be there, and I'm not missing any more limo dinners ever.
Right? I know
Yeah.
how you feel. I actually missed my first limo dinner as well, and I said the same thing after I saw everyone go off. This was like 10 years ago. I am like, never again, and haven't since, actually. So I'll see you next year on the limo dinner, Barbara.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Khalid. Thank you, Barbara. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks,
Okay,
Jared.
thanks, Jared.
Lastly, we want to hear from Amy Gonzalez, pictured here in the black dress. She is a school teacher from Lockhart, Texas, who drove from Lockhart, which is in the Austin area. She's also a mother of a lovely 13-year-old daughter, Brianna. I want to hear from you, Amy. What did you learn from Challenge U? Crystal, have you unmuted her? Okay, so we may have some trouble with Amy, with Amy's line. So while she's getting unmuted, I'm just going to end this by sharing what I learned, and then I want to hear from Crystal, my wife, as well. The main thing that I got from Challenge U is keep doing what we're already doing. We have a lot of great things going on as a team. The most important thing from Challenge U is the 80-20 rule. Making success in USANA is 20% how and 80% why. And going to big destination events, they get to the why. They get to the emotional reason why people build a business. And so as good as we are at all the strategies that we have, and you need good strategies, that's not going to move somebody to their goal as good as going to a big event like this. And when you combine the two, when you combine a big event with good strategy, then the sky is the limit. And we're at that point as a team. We're at that. And I'm seeing everybody have success from people going to this. So I am so focused on Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is the next big event that's going to help people move emotionally towards their goals. And our skill sets and our strategies already work. So we can keep combining great skill sets, great strategies, combined with these events that move people to their emotional why. And it's just, each one of you can hit your goals. And I totally believe in everyone on this webinar being able to do that. Lastly, I want to have my wife share what she got out of the webinar. She's pictured right here in the middle. Crystal, would you please unmute yourself and share with us what you got out of Challenge U?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So Challenge U was just really exciting to see everybody who was there, just so focused and what they got out of everything. Like, I was really excited. Our team was there. It was awesome to have so many people in the little VIP area that were from our team, because we're really, really proud of you guys. I really enjoyed all the speakers. Dara was really awesome. At the very end, I really enjoyed Brian Penrod kind of getting everybody's mind to dream a little bit bigger. He was showing us some things about the affirmations and things that he used to do. And that's a lot of stuff that we do, but to get a little more focused and intentional about what it is that we really want, and really, make the affirmation, have the vision board, do it every day, and really manifest it into your life. I'm excited for Wednesday. We're going to have a vision board making party in Pleasanton. We had one here in San Antonio a couple weeks ago, and it was awesome. So I'm really excited to see what everybody's dreams are, because sometimes we forget to really see and visualize what it is that we want. Like, we know what we want, but when we actually see it every day and say it and feel it and know it, then it happens. And I'm so pumped for what's going to happen for the team members who were there this year, and I cannot wait for next year, because we're going to have that many more people there, and it's going to be awesome. So exciting.
Awesome. Thank you, Crystal. It's really great to hear from everybody on this webinar, or that we're able to attend. Amy, we'll have you chime in next week when we'll try to unmute, maybe get you on the phone instead of the app. But thank you to everyone who attended Challenge U, everyone that's pictured, everyone that wasn't pictured, and mark your calendars already a year in advance. 2017, third weekend of January, that's when Challenge U, second or third, we'll get the exact dates, but it's in January of 2017. Make sure that you plan on making this a priority. Even if you're out of state, you will get a lot by flying into San Antonio, hanging out with us for a weekend, chilling on the Riverwalk like we did. Total blast. What an amazing weekend we had. So thank you, everyone. Now we're going to switch into the training for tonight, and this is how we're going to end our webinar. So I'm going to take a little 5-second break for our recording purposes. Okay, today's short video is about the new and improved weekly action plan. Now, this weekly action plan is what gets somebody from starting their business into a weekly rhythm. And this is very, very important. And the reason why it's called Achiever and Beyond is because the statistics in USANA state that when somebody makes the Achiever status, that their retention goes through the roof. In other words, when you help your team member make $400 or more in 1 week, now they start to think, wow, if I can make $400 a week at this, which is $1,600 a month, man, maybe I could turn this into a full-time income. And literally the retention goes up so high when you help somebody get to the Achiever status. So you should be focusing on getting yourself to Achiever and then helping your team members get to Achiever and beyond. And when you help your team members get to Achiever, you'll naturally go up to the 600, 800,000 week plus incomes. So we're going to go through this weekly action plan so that you know how to plan your work and work your plan every week. First things first, save this link. There it is, WAP, weeklyactionplan.teamdsi.info. You can go to this link right now, and it's going to pull up the form for you, but screenshot this if you're watching right now on the webinar, wap.teamdsi.info. You need that http:// as well for it to work when you click on it. Now, when you go there, you're going to see this, and I just zoomed it in because I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to point at everything with my mouse. So the very first thing is week ending Friday. USANA pays weekly. We get weekly paychecks. So every Friday, actually we do it on Sunday. You make your plan for the week ending Friday. So write that Friday down. Your CVP goal is your check. CVP stands for commission volume points. You want that to be $400 or more. And you might say, well, geez, Jared, I've only ever made, a $30 check or a $100 check or whatever you've made. Always make your goal 400 until you achieve it, and then go beyond that, because again, 400 is the achiever status. And then you write down what your week ending check actually was here in this space. Now, your business hours, this is the time that you schedule to plan, to work your plan, basically. And your business hours is, when I make mine, I write down the times that I will be sitting down making phone calls and sending out videos. And basically that is when my business hours are. So you just go through, put the hours you can work. Can you work your business an hour a day, 2 hours a day? Some people can work more. Some people have 4 or 5 hours a day. If you have those blocks of time, I find that working in 2-hour blocks works the best. You know, take a break, work another 2 hours. Take a break, work another 2 hours. I usually take Sunday off. I don't do anything on Sundays, but some people, maybe that Saturday is their best day to take off. But you choose a day to take off as well. Now, the first question when you plan your week is listed right here. What income-producing activities, i.e. power hours, which is making phone calls and texts, prospecting, hosting mixers, home events, are you committed to this week to build your business, have fun, and help others? What are your top 3 business goals this week? So write them down right in this space. Number 2, would you like accountability? If so, when will you share that you've done your plan and with whom? Number 2 is the most important question of the entire weekly action plan, because without accountability, this is just a conversation. So accountability really makes a difference to your success. So I encourage you to step into accountability, find an accountability partner so that you can say, yes, I completed my plan. Number 3, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 is the highest, what's your level of commitment to completing your plan? Put the number there. If the answer is less than 9, reduce the workload to ensure your success. Achieving your weekly plan creates confidence. Okay, so again, you don't want to overshoot here. You want to do something that you can really accomplish. And you'll learn your rhythm, and you'll learn what you can do every week, and maybe what is too much as well. We want you to have balance in your life, but have a plan. So the next part of the weekly action plan is your volumes. So right here, you're going to go ahead and write your starting SVP. Now that is your sales volume points. If you don't know what this means, then you're going to have to call your sponsor or your USANA mentor and have them explain to you how this works. But this is basically your paycheck where it starts, and then your ending SVP goal is what your points need to be in order to achieve that $400 or more paycheck. Okay, so you have to write in your starting points and then what your goal is for your ending points. And again, points relates to products being ordered by clients and associates. So you plan out your volume. This is a business. You have to know what it takes to make these checks. In this space right here, you're going to write assistance I need from my sponsor. If you, like, for example, if you don't know how this works, you might say, help me with my SVP. Or you might write, I need help with 3-way calls, or whatever you need help with or support with. Or if you don't need any help, put none, because that's also something, you want to learn everything you can and then be self-sufficient. Next is this question here. Of the 4 pillars of belief, products, company, network marketing, and myself, I am focused on improving my belief in myself, or in network marketing, or in the products. Choose one of those 4 pillars of belief that you're the weakest, and read, listen, or watch something to work on your belief in yourself, or your belief in the industry of network marketing, or your belief in the products or the company. But whatever you're weak on, make sure you're studying and improving that belief. Personal development goal this week would be, okay, I want to read so many pages of this book, or I want to read 15 minutes a day for 6 days a week. Whatever those goals are, write them there. And then number of team, including myself, registered for the next destination training event. So whatever that next big travel destination event is, you want to get yourself registered and then put a goal for the team. So let's say you're registered 1 and then make a goal of 5 or 10 more people that you're going to bring. You put 1 out of 10. Or if you have a bigger team and maybe you already have a few people, you put 6 people are registered and 30 people is our goal. So you want to put that information right there and always be adding new people to register for the next destination training event. Now, the next part of the weekly action plan is key leg strategies. If you have team in your BC2 left side, you're going to put the associates that you're going to work with there. Maybe you host a mixer there, something to build that leg. Then with your team on BC2 right, you put the strategies there. BC3 left, BC3 right. You might have a leg that's really strong, let's say BC3 left, a lot of things are going on. So maybe you don't focus on that leg as much, but you go focus on the legs that you need to add more points in. And then the most important part of your weekly action plan, or I would say this is right there with that question on accountability, is the top 10 new and or follow-up people that you're going to reach out to first. So you're going to go ahead and think through, who are the new people I'm going to invite to USANA this week? And who do I need to follow up with? Who's really close? Write their names right here, because that's your first 10 calls. And then preferred customers and unprocessed auto orders. Do you have any? If you do, you write them here, because that's immediate income when an unprocessed auto order processes. So this page 1 literally takes about 10 minutes to fill out when you learn how to do it. And we usually do it on a Sunday. You could also do it on a Saturday, but we like to do it on the weekend so that you hit the ground running on Monday. Now, page 2 of the weekly action plan is a little bit more reflective. So you're going to say things like, answer the question, what am I most grateful for and proud of last week in my business? What are the challenges I'm facing now? And what are the opportunities to solve the challenges this week? Write those down. And then over here on the right side, you see, imagine you've achieved your why, the significant reason you're building right now. Where are you? What's the situation? Who are you with? What are they saying about you? What do you look like? What do they look like? How do you feel? Take a moment and put yourself in that space of achieving your goal. What is going on? Feel the feelings of success, because this is your motor. This is what's going to keep you going. So always make sure you get that filled out and you know why you're building your business. Next part is this is on page 2. This is in the middle of the page. This is the first and most important calls to make. And that's to retain your auto orders. Now, if you're brand new, you don't quite know what that means. The auto orders are the clients that are reordering monthly. And you have to maintain them, just like you maintain, you water your garden, you pick the weeds, you plant the soil, you grow your garden. And that's what these auto orders are. So the way you do that is you visit the hub, you log in, click on My Business, then you click on Team Manager, then 4-week cycle. Then you look at next weekend's auto orders, which is the next cycle coming up, the upcoming weekend. And then you can fill in here, the people with upcoming auto orders that I need to give an account overview before Friday are this person and that person. Because if you can teach them how their account works before Friday, then your odds of keeping them as a client triples. So very important that you know whose auto orders are coming up and you've done that homework. Next is the established clients, associates I get to send courtesy auto order reminder texts before Friday are, and it's these people. And so this is really important too, that this is filled out, that you know what your auto orders are and who you need to remind. Last 2 parts of this weekly action plan is the guest lists. Now, we always have our Monday webinar, which you want to have guests on the webinar. But we also have mixer events usually, or if you don't have an event, host an event at your home or at the clubhouse of your apartments or your condos. But you write the event day, you write your guest list, you write your associates, and you build that list. These are the weekly events, maybe even webinars. I know sometimes there's webinars on health that you can invite people to. So this is really important that you know which webinars and mixer events you're working towards and guest lists that you're building each week. And the last part of the weekly action plan is thank you cards. Who are you going to write thank you cards to this week? Who are your new clients that you need to write that? What are your health goals for this week? What admin do you need to take care of? What about taking care of yourself? What are you going to do for fun this week? And then time management. How can you simplify your life or do something to make your time more effective? So these are things, and again, the whole process should take about 15 minutes to fill out your weekly action plan. When you need additional copies, you can go to the link right there, wap.teamdsi.info. And lastly, what we know does the best for our team members is when they print out basically a book of 52 weekly action plans. So if you're watching this video, this event probably already happened, but this is an example of a party that we're having where the whole team's going to get together and we're going to actually do weekly action plan binder making party. So we're going to have a mixer from 12:30 to 1. We're going to make shakes for associates and guests. Actually, at 1:30 is when we'll play the USANA video and introduce USANA to any guests that are there. And then at 2:30, we're going to basically print out our weekly action plans, bring your binders. We're actually at a place that's across the street from an Office Depot, so you can go get your 3 ring binders, print out all your weekly action plans, 52, so you have the whole year. So sometimes people don't do it because they don't have it printed out. And then when you have a year of weekly action plans made, you're ready to go. So this is an example of what we're doing here in San Antonio area, but I want to encourage you to take some time, get a 3 ring binder, print out 52 of them, 3-hole punch them. You start planning your work and working your plan, your business is going to go to the next level. I guarantee that. If you're working it every week, it's done. So this is literally what it takes. It's very important. I want to encourage all of you to get that done as soon as possible after you start your business. Thank you for attending this video or watching this video, and I look forward to hearing your success with your weekly action plan. Okay, guys, so to finish up our webinar for tonight, we have 6 minutes left. Basically, we just want you to mark your calendars. Tomorrow, USANA is on the Dr. Oz show. Check local listings for times in your area. That's right, Dr. Oz himself is going to be featuring the USANA Vision X product. Don't lose sight of the goal. So I know that in the San Antonio area, Dr. Oz is usually at 3:30 in the afternoon on, I believe, Channel 4. But in like the Salt Lake City area, Dr. Oz is on at like 10:30 in the morning. So make sure you go to droz.com and you can type in your zip code and find out what time Dr. Oz will be on television. Next is this Thursday, February 25th at 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, is Women's Health Issues and Supplementation. This is my favorite health webinar of the entire month of February. This is by Dr. Ladd McNamara. If you have any important women in your life, you need to get them on this webinar so they can hear about how the supplements are helping women's health. Very, very important. I'm going to be telling all my guests about it. You can register at that link right there, feb25th.teamdsi.info, and that will allow you to pop in your email and register. Then there's 3 big events in 2016. There's Las Vegas in April, Salt Lake City in August, and Las Vegas in December. So here we go. Las Vegas in April is the U.S. National Celebration and Awards Gala Dinner. It's the Green Valley Ranch Resort and Spa, Friday, April 15th and Saturday, April 16th. Look at this beautiful resort we're going to be at. Friday, it's going to be basically from 9 to 5, and then there's a awards gala dinner that goes from 7 to 10. The reception is also a blast. You're hanging out with the top United States associates. So this is our next big event. This is definitely the most important thing you can do for your business right now, is to get registered for this event. Come celebrate with us. This is a picture of our team that was there last year. There's this beautiful dinner that's included, and it's just you get a chance to really learn, meet people, gain new strategies, make you a better you. Saturday is also going to be 9 to 5. There's going to be a lunch break, and then Saturday night we'll probably all go to the Strip, do something as a team there in Las Vegas. A lot of people are staying over on Sunday, so they can go have some fun in Vegas as well. The cost for the event is $90 for the 2-day pass, and the awards gala dinner is $149. So in your budgeting, you want to budget about $139, and you may have a voucher to get in for free if you're a new associate. So contact your USANA mentor so they can explain that to you to make sure if you have a voucher that you use it. Okay, now we're in Las Vegas. It's actually at the Green Valley Ranch Resort Spa and Casino on the map here on the bottom right. It's about 10 minutes from the Strip, and it is the most fun. Oh, I love going to Vegas and doing this event with the team. Now, you can also stay at hotels around the area if you want to maybe have it be cheaper. So you can look into that as well. To stay on site, there's the phone number, 702-617-7777. It's $150 a night plus resort fees. And you need the coupon code GCIUSAN. Salt Lake City in August. This is the most important event of the entire year. If you go to one event, of all the events this year, this would be the one you would go to. This is USANA's 2016 International Convention, August 24th through the 27th. This is literally international. There's thousands of associates that come from Canada, from China, from Mexico, all over the United States. Literally, we take over Salt Lake City. Like, it's all USANA associates, like close to probably 10,000 that will be there at the convention this year. Dr. Oz has spoken at our last 4 international conventions. You hear from our founder, Dr. Wentz. You learn from top doctors in wellness and top $1 Million Club members. So that's August. plan for that. Look at all the team we already have who've registered a year in advance. That's pretty high level. People who register a year in advance. I'm proud of each and every one of you. Las Vegas in December, last event of 2016, December 1st through the 4th, GoPro Recruiting Mastery. This is a non-USANA event, but what's special is that they bring in legends of business. Like, look, Tony Robbins is going to be there. Sir Richard Branson from Virgin Records is going to be there. They only allow people on stage who are making 6 figures per month, not 6 figures per year, 6 figures per month. So you want to learn from the best of the best in our industry. You want to go to GoPro and mark your calendars December 1st through the 4th, 2016. We plan out a year in advance. And look at our team. We already have several that have purchased their ticket 1 year in advance. So we're very proud of each one of you. And then there's a bonus trip for those of you going for the bonus trip. And you might say, well, where is this bonus trip? It's actually, well, I'll tell you in a minute. But first of all, I want you to know you can win it completely paid for by USANA. You can win it partially. Me and Crystal won it partially last year. It was a 7-day Caribbean cruise. Or you can just pay your own way and join your USANA family on vacation. So here it is. It's Costa Rica Westin Golf Resort and Spa, November 16th through the 20th. Look at this beautiful, beautiful experience. Could you imagine drinking pina coladas, talking business with your top USANA friends and associates all over the world, having fun, golfing, staying at these beautiful locations? Costa Rica is beautiful, and imagine going on vacation with, you know, your best USANA friends. That vacation we took last year is something I would never ever forget. So you might say, well, what are the dates? It's November 16th through the 20th of this year. How can you win it? Go to this link, costarica.teamdsi.info. It's a 12-minute video. It explains exactly how you can win the trip to Costa Rica. All right, and lastly, Texas Associates. Tomorrow in San Antonio, February 23rd, 7 to 8, we're going to have an event at Country Hollow Clubhouse. $5 per distributorship. Guests are free. Wednesday in Pleasanton, Texas, we're going to be at the home of Renee and Megan Martinez. We're going to have a mixer and a dream board party. It's going to be a blast. And then Saturday, we're going to do our weekly action plan party in San Antonio, where we create our weekly action plan, and we have a mixer for guests. Utah Associates, if you're in that area in Salt Lake City, this Thursday, there's going to be a 7 p.m. Health and Freedom meeting featuring Diamond Director Brian Douglas. Also, Saturday, February 27th, there's going to be a snowshoe, which is really cool. RSVP to Randy Krebs, my father, and go on a snowshoe. Go work out with your USANA family in Salt Lake City. And if you need Dr. Ladd McNamara CDs, you can go to laddmcnamara.com. You can get them. If you're in San Antonio, you can get 10 from me for $25, or from my parents for also the same price if you're in the Utah area. Or you could just go to the website and purchase them as well. But these are the most important thing you can give to your prospects. And then lastly, I want to just advise you to be prepared. This is a picture of the bins of the trunk of my car. I keep these books on me at all times, the GoPro books, the Power of Cellular Nutrition audios, and the newspapers, because you never know who's going to come across your path and how you can help them. So you have to be prepared. I want to encourage you to go pro. All right, guys, that concludes the webinar for tonight. It's right at 9 o'clock, right on the dot, so we are complete. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment on our Facebook page or ask the questions there, because we want to end on time and respect everybody's time. But thank you for being on the webinar. I look forward to hearing your success, and we'll see you next week at the same time, Monday, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain. Good night, everyone.